Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Torrent Power Limited 2Q FY26 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then zero on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Saurabh Mashruwala, Executive Director and CFO. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining Torrent Power earnings call for Q2 FY26. First, I will take you to the performance of the quarter, after which phone lines will be open for Q&A session. Explain the performance of the company at PBT level first, and then we'll take you to the tax expenses separately. Reported PBT for the quarter stood at 979 crores as compared to 689 crores in the corresponding quarter of last year. It's an increase of about 290 crores, which is about 42% on reported basis. PBT for the current quarter includes non-recurring credit of 31 crores on account of receipt of favorable order in license distribution business, which mainly includes the carrying cost allowances. PBT for the corresponding quarter of last year includes non-recurring credit of 67 crores on account of two factors. First, account of 99 crores receipt of favorable order in the license distribution area, which mainly includes the carrying cost allowances, partly offset by lower generation from the wind power plant on account of forced stoppages of wind turbines due to heavy rains and asthma cyclone which faced the Gujarat in the quarter, leading to a reduced contribution of 32 crores. Adjusted for these one-off items, PBT for the quarter stood at 948 crores as compared to 622 crores in the corresponding quarter of last year, and an increase of about 326 crores, which is about 52%. Business-wise factors contributed to the performance are as follows. First, contribution from thermal generation business increased by about 293 crores, mainly on account of better contribution from the sale of merchant power as well as LNG by about 304 crores. Second, merchant gain were partially offset by higher O&M expenses as well as non-cash adjustment on account of forex and variations of about 11 crores. Second, contribution under the distribution business adjusted for one-off items increased by about 11 crores, mainly on account of first, improvement in unit losses at distribution financial units, partially offset by higher TV in license distribution area. Second, additionally, contribution for the license distribution business was supported by increase in ROE and ROCE on account of capitalization of assets and higher rate of return on equity as per the new tariff regulations. And third, demand growth in our distribution business were in the range of about 4 to 5%. The third item is contribution from renewable generation adjusted for one-off items reduced by 20 crores, mainly on account of lower PLA from the existing wind power plant into lower wind sources, partially offset by the contribution made by newly commissioned solar capacity of 381 megawatt. Parent division of 43 crores is mainly on account of first, reduction in finance cost on back of repayment made in Q4 of FY25, partially offset by increase in depreciation and other miscellaneous expenses. This completes the explanation of the financial performance during the quarter. Moving on to the project update. First, during the quarter, addition to our existing renewable pipeline, subsidiary of the company received a 250 megawatt of FY renewable generation from our license distribution unit. The company secured leadership awards from MP Power Management Company Limited for long-term supply of power from newly 41.6 megawatt coal-based power plant with a tariff of 5.83 per kilowatt hours. India's largest green hydrogen natural gas blending initiative within the city of critical distribution sector was successfully commissioned in the quarter. The progressive commission of 360 megawatt MSPC project. Aggregate installed generation capacity of the company stood at about close to 5 gigawatts as on 30th September 2025, comprising of 2.7 gigawatt gas-based capacity, about 1.9 gigawatt renewable capacity, and 360 megawatt coal-based capacity. Pipeline project at the end of the quarter includes 3.6 gigawatt renewable capacity, 3 gigawatt pump storage capacity, 1.6 gigawatt of coal plant, and 2 transmission projects at Khavda and solar projects. Further details of the pipeline project have been summarized in our latest investor presentation available on our website. That's all for the quarter. Now I would request our coordinator to open the line for Q&A session. We wish everybody to stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much. Handing over to the operators.
Thank you very much. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and then one on their touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Our first question comes from the line of Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi. Good evening, sir, and thanks for the opportunity.
Good evening.
Yeah. First question is, sir, of course, this quarter we have shown a robust performance. Does it, I think a part of it comes from the merchant sales under the short-term power purchase which is signed in the month of March. We are still selling in the third quarter, some part of it under this agreement, or this agreement is over?
So we have supplied majority of the wholesale majority portion is supplied under the contract under Q2.
Understood. So there is hardly anything left for the Q3, right?
Yes, maybe some portion.
Understood. Is it possible to provide us the breakup between merchant sales and the sales quarter, some broad indication?
Balance is still not fixed, I would say. Most of the revenue contribution coming from the merchant sales.
Understood, sir. My last question is coal-based power plant which you won in this quarter. The capital cost seems to be on the higher side. Is it a maximum thing, or do you think you'll be able to do it at a much lower cost, maybe closer to 11-12 crore per megawatt rather than 13 crore per megawatt? Is it a possibility? And the related question is, what is the fixed tariff which you have bid for this particular power plant? Is it possible to give a breakup between the variable and fixed cost quoted in the bid?
So no, this kind of a rate is going on. In fact, now cost of equipment has gone up basically. So this is what the cost we have budgeted as of now. So it will it's basically this kind of a cost is going on. And in terms of your second question about the variable cost and fixed cost is about 4 rupees 22 paisa, and variable cost is passed through. That is what the configuration of the PPA, I would say, LOA.
Understood, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Sumit Kishore from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. You mentioned that you have taken a 500 megawatt FDRE project, from APLD. What are the terms of this? How much is solar wind? Are there any other specifications that you can disclose there?
It's a combination of solar, wind, and the battery. So solar will be about 350, wind will be 150 megawatts, and tariff is about 4.87 is the tariff.
Okay, so wind is 150.
Yeah, sorry?
Wind is 150, sir.
Yeah, wind is 150, solar is about 350 megawatts.
And how much battery?
Battery would be another 100 megawatts, and batteries would be there.
100 megawatts with solar storage or?
So it's 450 megawatt hour.
Oh, so 4.5 hours storage.
Yeah. So 112 megawatts, which is equivalent to 450 megawatt hours.
Okay, 4 hours. Okay, okay. My second question is, your presentation mentions that BTG has been awarded for the power plant. It's been awarded to, and at what project, at what value?
We're not able to share it, but the project is a turbine contract is awarded.
So BTG awarded, boiler is not yet awarded.
No, BTG entire thing is awarded. Yeah, BTG and balance of plant is in the discussion. BTG is awarded.
So is it awarded to one of the two domestic players?
Yeah, one of the two domestic players, what you can say.
Okay. Okay. The next question is, what is the capex in first half of the fiscal? And you had mentioned last time that significant portion of the capex that you plan to incur for RE, almost 8,000 crores has been incurred in this year. So what is the progress on RE capex specifically also?
So H1 number is license we have picked about 780 crores. Franchise we all this kind of a thing. Transmission we have picked about 275 crores. And RE linear source capex will be about 2,500 crores in H1.
2,500 crores you have incurred in H1, RE.
Yes. Yes.
So what is the overall H1 capex that you have incurred at consolidated level?
Close to 2,700 crores. 3,700 crores. 3,700 crores.
Okay. So 3,700 total, 2,500. Okay, got it.
Yes, exactly.
And finally, in your opening remarks, you mentioned, if I'm not sure whether it was the number, the total increase in merchant contribution from summer was 324 crores, you said?
300 crores. Okay.
300 crores.
Yes.
This is the delta on a year-on-year basis.
Yes, delta on a year compared with the last quarter.
Okay, okay. And so, what is the total number of merchant units you sold during the quarter?
About 650 MUs.
650. Okay, thank you, sir, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Satyadeep Jain from Ambit Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you. The first question on the NVVN tender, now that the tender is over, is it possible to share how much volume was lifted under the tender, and whatever was not lifted, do you get the entire fixed cost recovery in 3Q for that, or have you already booked some fixed cost recovery in 2Q?
So we are materially supplied basically. So that is what we stated earlier in the first question.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get it. Whatever.
We have stated in the earlier first question that we are materially supplied under that contract.
That I understood. You already fulfilled the entire. There was no volume which was assured under the minimum contract and not lifted by the consumer. I thought the actual offtake was lower than the minimum offtake, right? Which is why you have some fixed cost guarantee that you recover in case the customer doesn't lift the entire volume. Hello.
Majority contract is fulfilled. That is what we can say right now.
So there is no material fixed cost recovery that you anticipate in third quarter from this contract, right?
Yes.
So, and secondly, one check on the PSP project, the capex there also seems slightly higher than the 7 crore per megawatt. When you look at 14,000 crore capex, the revenue under the contract is 1680. What kind of IRR would you look at on this kind of project?
How can you say that it's a cost is high? How much megawatt you are considering?
It's 2,000 megawatt, 14,000 right? It's about 7,000 megawatt.
So 14,000 for the total project cost. And capacity we are putting up is a 3 gigawatt capacity. And 2,000 gigawatt, 2 gigawatt is a tired PPA we have signed off. So, but capacity we are putting up is 3 gigawatt. And project cost is 14,000 crores.
14,000 is for 3 gigawatt.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And lastly, on the wind and solar PLF, can you, I didn't fully understand because everybody, including in Gujarat, we are seeing higher wind PLF this quarter, YOY, and then lower solar PLF. What was unusual for you in Gujarat? Just trying to understand, was it something location specific?
So I think because of the extended monsoon, the PLF is a bit lower as far as the wind is concerned. And solar, because of the capacity commission, PLF is a bit higher as compared to the part of last year.
So wind was only monsoon that impacted maybe certain windmills in Gujarat for you, and solar was just maybe new mills or new plants.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you so
So
much.
we saw the extended monsoon in Gujarat. It lasted till suppose Diwali was fine. So that is why that has impacted the wind resourcing, I would say.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, a reminder to all the participants. You may press star and then 1 to ask a question. The next question comes from the line of Atul Tiwari from JP Morgan. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so just one small question. So now that the NVD tenure is over, fair to assume that in third quarter and at least early part of fourth quarter, there will be no merchant sale, or you will still selling something in the merchant
It
market?
all depends on the market situation. If demand will be there, definitely there will be a merchant sale. So we cannot say right now, but it all depends on the market dynamics, I would say. So, and you notice that the LNG price is coming down. So it's not one of those big demand in the next 6 months, I would say.
What will be the landed cost of LNG for producing the power for you right now?
So $10, if you assume that the $10 is per MMBtu of cost, then my variable cost would be about 6 kind of a thing, variable cost.
Okay, so in case merchant prices are more than that, then it makes sense for you to.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and then 1 to ask a question. Our next question comes from the line of Ketan Jain from Avendus Spark. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, sir. So my first question is on the MP project. What is the expected commissioning date for this project?
The first unit is about 66 months from PPA date. Second unit is 72 months from the PPA date.
Okay. So that will be almost 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years from. Yeah, PPA is not just signing that. PPA is except for signing next 2 months time. And from there, this timeline will start.
6 months. Okay. My second question is on the renewable capacity addition. What are you targeting for second half in FY26 and then in FY27 progressively? What is the renewable capacity addition expected?
About the total capacity which we have envisaged is a full year. It's about 9.6 megawatt for the current year. So out of it, about 67 megawatts is already commissioned, and we expect to commission in the second half. And most of the capacity from the upcoming project, except the newly won project, is going to commission next year. Next year and next 1.5 years, I would say.
Okay, so all the balance portfolio capacity to come in 27 and first half of 28?
Yeah. Yes. Next 2 years, 1.5 to 2 years maximum, I would say.
Understood. Any target you have for FY27, sir?
Not really, but we will try to expedite the commissioning. And commissioning date, in fact, is given in the presentation also.
Understood. Okay, sir. Thank you. Those are my questions.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, if you wish to register for a question, please press star and then 1. Participants, you may press star and then 1 to ask a question. As there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Saurabh Mashruwala for closing comments.
Thank you so much for joining our call. We wish everybody to stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. On behalf of Torrent Power Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you.